Hey everyone, this is Friedel Hacker AJ Raven, and I'm back with my recap and review of Claws season number 3, episode number 1, which is titled Just the Tip. And Claws is one of my favorite shows on television right now. This show and then Animal Kingdom, both on TNT. Watch it. These are amazing series. Anyway, the premiere opens up where the previous season left off. We saw that Virginia got shot, and we get a little quick recap with Virginia's voiceover about how Bryce and Jen ended up leaving town. Polly ended up going back to the mental ward and all of that stuff. So the good news is that Virginia isn't dead, which I'm quite relieved, because I was like, are they going to kill Virginia? Are they going to write her off? Is she not going to be in half of the season? But it's good. But yeah, I was very glad that Virginia is okay. So Desna ends up sending Virginia to the hospital. She calls Roller, she calls Dean, she calls her crew. And of course, Dean is worried. And Dean read up online that Virginia has like a 25 or 26% chance of survival. And he's worried because, of course, it was an emotional scene. Then we have Roller. And of course, Roller is worried about Desna's state, because someone tried to kill Desna, and Roller is trying to figure out who it was. Were it the Russians? Was it the Dixie Mafia? Who else? Who else would want Desna to die? So it turns out we get introduced to new people, and these are the Love Stones, and they are Dr. Revolve's partners in the casino that Desna ends up owning. So yeah, I mean, just looking at them, you can see that they're very weird, and of course, they even look evil. So moving on, we see that Bryce and Jen are just not feeling it in the new area, and they aren't just comfortable around white people, which of course, again, makes sense. And then this new neighbor or friend of theirs tells Jen to lighten up on the acrylics because it's too urban. And Jen is like, nah, you don't get to talk to me like that. And then there's the Beyonce concert happening, and Bryce is looking forward to that. Basically, they just want to go back home. Jen takes a call, and it's Desna, and Desna tells Jen about Virginia getting shot, and Jen wants to come back, and Desna tells her to not come back because her crew is in danger. So the far away Jen stays, the safer she will be. But of course, you know that Jen is going to come back. So at the hospital, we see Quiet Anne's ex-girlfriend there, and she's talking to Desna about who might be out there, who might have tried to kill Desna, and they don't have a lot of leads. And Desna is like, I'll handle this on my own. And Anne comes in, and of course she doesn't talk. She just ignores Sonia, her ex-girlfriend. Her name's Sonia, right? If I remember properly. I'm not really sure. So yeah, Anne is like, I'm here now, Desna. I'm going to support you. So then we have this weird little scene where it turns out that this white old lady ends up giving her eye to Virginia for a transplant, and Virginia is okay now. So over at Polly's, Anne calls Polly and tells her about Virginia, and Polly is worried too over here. And then we have Roller goes to Uncle Daddy to ask if it was Uncle Daddy who ordered the hit on Desna. And Uncle Daddy is like, Roller, if I wanted to kill Desna, she would be dead. So I know that we have this weird thing going on, that that tensions are high because you think that I killed your parents, but I'm going to try and make it up to you. And Roller is like, I don't have time for that right now. So Clint walks in, and Roller suspects that it might be Clint who ordered the shot. So over at the hospital, the Love Stones arrive, and they present Desna with flowers. So basically what they want to do is that they want to buy Desna out. They don't want anything to do with her. And it turns out that the casino is like on native land. So only Native Americans can be complete owners, while non-native can only be minority owners. And Dr. Revolve was a minority owner or partner. And the Love Stones present Desna with like $50,000, and they just want her to go. And Desna is like, yeah, you all shady. She's going to check into them. And then Mrs. Lovestone, due to smoking cigarettes for like 20 years. She can't breathe properly. So that was a comedic gag in there. So yeah, Desna is like, yeah, I don't trust the Love Stones, and I'm not backing down for with just $50,000. Anne tries to tell her that she should just chill, that if she gets good money, she should just take it, and she should just leave all of the trouble alone. But Desna isn't having none of it right now. So Roller calls and he tells Desna. Desna calls Roller and she wants to know more about the Love Stones. And Roller is like, "Yeah, I have a person inside the casino. I'll check it out." So yeah, over at Polly, so Polly tries to run away. I couldn't stop laughing during the entire scene. So Polly tries and she gets stuck halfway because her cloth rope wasn't long enough. And anyway, it turns out that it was a voluntary ward and she could have just walked out from the main door if she wanted to. So Roller checks with his informant, and informant is like, "I don't know a lot about the Love Stones. Well, why don't you go and ask them yourselves?" And Roller sees that the Love Stones are taking a lady in a car and they drive off. So Roller goes after them. And it turns out that the Love Stones are beating this woman up for some reason. And they want her to do something, and she agrees, and they leave, and Roller ends up saving her. So over at Desna's place, Polly made this food, all of the food for all of them to enjoy, and they're having a nice, good time trying to figure out what to do next. And Desna asks Dean how Dean is doing, and Dean is like, "I'm okay. I'll figure stuff out. You don't have to worry about me too much." So yeah, Roller calls Desna and he tells Desna about how the Love Stones were beating up this lady. And again, a funny scene. The lady, when she gains consciousness, she just gets out of the car and jumps onto the road and runs away. It was fun. Like, Claus is weird and fun like this, and that's why I enjoy watching it. So during the night, Desna wakes up because she hears a sound. She finds out that her gun is missing. She hears the front door opening. She goes and she sees that Dean is the one who has her gun. And apparently, Dean wants to do something because he has already killed before. He killed he killed the Russian lady. Dean is like, "I'm going to take revenge. I just can't sit around knowing that the killer who hurt Virginia and who might hurt his family is out there." So Desna is able to calm him down, and she orders him to go back inside the house. So because Desna is worried about Dean, she asks the doctor to like check on Dean, and Dr. Kent to check on Dean and stuff like that. And yeah, Dr. Kent does that. And Dean is like, "Dr. Kent, you don't have to worry about me because I've already killed before." And Dr. Kent just like, "What, Dean? You have already killed before." It was a fun scene. So Virginia's okay. She wakes up and her crew is around her, and they bedazzled her eye patch because, of course, they did. So Dr. Kent tells Desna about what Dean's is planning and how Dean is like living this fantasy and how his reality and fantasy is mixing together, because Desna knows that Dean killed someone. But Dr. Kent doesn't need to know that. So there's a scene between Dr. Kent and Polly because Dr. Kent loves Polly and he wants to get back with her. And Polly is like, "You know what, Dr. Kent, I don't have time for this right now." So Virginia is talking to Dean, and because she got her eye from a Reiki healer, that seems to have had an impact on Virginia, and she seems to be seeing clearly. She is like sharing these words of wisdom. And Desna and Roller go and meet the lady who was working for the Love Stones, and turns out that she was their accountant, and she asked them for a pay raise because she has been helping them launder like $2 million a month through the casino, and the Love Stones didn't want to give her a pay raise. So she decides to help Desna and Roller, and she has this flash drive which she gives to Desna, which has all of the accounting information regarding the Love Stones. And now Desna is like, "You know what? I'm not going to back away from the Love Stones. I'm going to show them that I'm not someone you can play with," because she's now the boss and she's tired of being thrown around and being ordered. So Uncle Daddy comes in and he literally tells Desna that it was Clint who ordered the shot and they need to handle it. So over at the gym, Sonia and again, her name is Sonia, right? I'm not really, I don't remember correctly. So anyway, Quiet and her ex-girlfriend needs have these issues that they have to work out, and so they fight it out in the ring. So again, Uncle Daddy, like I said, he tells Desna about Clint. Uh, Quiet and her girlfriend are fighting it out in the ring, and they're like, "You played me," and Quiet and is like, "No, you played me." And yeah, there's a lot of issues. There are a lot of feelings. And of course, they hook up, which again, I'm a fan of these two. Especially because Sonia she works for the police, so there's a lot of tension there. So Roller goes to meet Clint because he wants to kill him right there. He has a gun in his hand, and he ends up meeting Toby. And Toby is like, Clint has gone crazy. He ordered me to throw away his biking outfit, and that makes me accomplice, and I don't want to get in trouble. And Roller is like, you know what, Toby, you'll be fine. Just chill. So again, back to Quiet Anne. Quiet Anne is like, hooking up with you doesn't mean that we are back together. So walk away. Of course, these two are going to get back together. I love them as a couple. So over at Desna's house, Bryce and Jen, they're just talking about how, yeah, they just want to come back. And Roller comes back, and Roller tells Desna about Clint, and Desna is like, yeah, we need to handle this together, which they do. And turns out that they just run Clint over, and he's dead now. And I was like, Clint, couldn't you just jump away from the car? But anyway, that happened. Clint is no more. So Desna and Roller end up throwing Clint's body into the swamp, which was like, wow, Desna, that was hardcore. And she's worried because she thought that killing Clint would make her feel better, but she just feels worse. And of course, Desna and Roller start kissing and stuff like that. Over at Desna's place, Jen and Bryce decide that they are staying, they aren't going back. And in the car, after they're done, Roller ends up getting soft on Desna, and he's like, Desna, I love you, you're my girl, we need to get married and stuff like that. And Desna is like, you know what, Roller, I don't have time for that right now. I need to focus on myself. I need to focus on my crew, but I do appreciate your feelings, so give me time. And I don't like these two as a couple, especially because of their toxic past. But you know what? Things change. People change. Let's see what happens. So over at the house, Desna tells Dean that he has nothing to worry about. The person who attacked Virginia has been dealt with, so that gives Dean some calmness. So yeah, all of the crew is here. They're having a party. They're chilling. They're relaxing. And this is when Desna, and this is again where Virginia shares these words of wisdom. And again, I am liking this new Virginia. So anyway, Desna decides that she needs her crew because she wants to stand up to the Lovestones, and she wants to tell them that she won't be backing off this easily. And Quiet Anne reluctantly agrees because Quiet Anne just doesn't want any more trouble, but it's her crew, so she goes along with it. So over at the meeting, during the meeting with the Lovestones, Mrs. Lovestone tells Desna that she'll give everyone $500,000 to just walk away and some Valentino purses, I guess. But anyway, Desna is like, no deal. And Lovestone even threatens her. And Quiet Anne just steps in, and she is like, chill out, old man. Anyway, so there wasn't a deal, and they walk away, and Desna is feeling happy because she showed the Lovestones that she is a boss. And what follows is this musical number, which I greatly enjoyed, and it was fun. You can see that the cast has fun when they're shooting this show. So yeah, again, a fun musical number. So the episode ends with this biker dude stopping, and he gets off the bike and he puts the gun against Uncle Daddy's temple, and Uncle Daddy is like, don't shoot. He picks Uncle Daddy up, he bends him over, and I was like, what the heck is happening? And it turns out that the biker dude was actually Toby. Toby's the one who attacked Virginia because he didn't like how Desna treated Uncle Daddy, how he made, according to Toby, how he made Uncle Daddy feel like a minority in his own country. And I was like, whoa, Toby, I expected a lot better from you. But anyway, as far as my opinion goes, I was surprised by the reveal that it was Toby who ended up shooting Virginia. And weren't there like two people on the bike? But anyway, I was surprised. I didn't expect Toby to be doing this, but looking back at it, it does make sense that he would stand up for Uncle Daddy because he loves Uncle Daddy, and Uncle Daddy realizes how crazy Toby is, so he tells Toby not to do it again, because which means that Toby ended up doing it without telling Uncle Daddy, which, you know what, people are going to find out. Toby is going to get into trouble. It will be interesting to see what happens next episode. I'll be doing a written review of this for the Geekiary. The link to that review will be down in the comment section below as soon as the review goes live. Let me know what you thought about Claws season number 3, episode number 1, down in the comment section below. Did you enjoy it? Did you like it? I liked it. It was fun. Again, Claws is one of my favorite TV shows right now, and I'm a fan of it, and I am looking forward to seeing what happens next. And yeah, I just can't wait. I just can't wait. There's so much that can happen. I think this is going to be a 10 episode season or 12. I'm not really sure. But yeah, let me know if you guys watch Claws. And until next time, stay happy, stay safe, stay blessed. See you guys later.